I have grabbed a cup of coffee and I am ready for a catch up because I don't know about you, but January has just felt like it was never going to end and I am ready for February. I wanted to come on here and give a roundup of all of the crochet things I have been making during the month of January and just say hello. I started my January with pattern testing for the very first time. Now, I don't usually sign up to do pattern tests, usually because I am working on my own projects or I cannot commit to the deadlines set by the designers. However, this time everything lined up, and when I saw Amigurumi put out a pattern tester call for Sakura the Snake, I raised my hand and said, I would love to pattern test for you. And here she is. This is Sakura. She was designed by Amigurumi and is available on her Patreon site. And she is here for the Year of the Snake. She's wonderful. She has a wire in her tail so you can bend her into any shape, and a happy little face with tongue, rosy cheeks, and a flower on her head. Now, Sakura was made, as I said, for the Year of the Snake. And last year, Amigurumi made Rion the dragon for the Year of the Dragon. So as we say goodbye to 2024, and we welcome in 2025, the Year of the Snake, I would highly recommend that you look up the pattern for Sakura and make your very own Sakura the Snake. The next pattern I made was Otis the Sloth. This is Otis and he is designed by Pika, and at this point I have probably made Otis about 8 times. I make Otis every time a friend leaves Guyana. And as much as I really adore this pattern, and as much as I do adore this pattern, I really hate having to say goodbye to friends. But when I'm making him, I usually have that time to reflect on all the happy times we've all spent together, and I always gift him with so much love. And I really hope he's appreciated. But anyway, I enjoy making him, and he is just so cute. Look at his little hat and his pom-pom details. And I've used Scapia yarn for this, which I really like the texture of because it's not just one plain color. The only thing I do different from the pattern is I reduce his finger length by 1 round because I feel like they're just a little bit too long with that extra round. But other than that, I love Otis. I just really hate saying goodbye to friends. How many projects do you have on the go at any one point of time? And what is the oldest project you have that you have not completed? Now, do not judge me. I hope this is a safe space, but in 2019, I saw the Scapia Rozeta CAL and I thought, I am going to make a blanket. I've never made a blanket before in my life, but I fell in love with this blanket and was convinced that I was going to make it. So I started that project back in 2019, and I would say every year I do 1 week of the crochet along, and January I picked up my CAL again and I completed week 6 out of 11, which means I will finish this blanket probably in 2030, but here's my contribution for 2025. As you see, it is beautiful. It's round at the moment and it will become rectangular in the next few years, but I do adore it. I just really hate making blankets. They're just not as cute as Amigurumi, and so many ends to weave in, and who likes to do that? So I've not done that either, but I am delighted to say that I have completed week 6 of this blanket crochet along. February is almost here, which means Valentine's Day is around the corner. So if you're looking for a project to gift to a loved one, let me suggest these love hearts. I designed this pattern last year and I have uploaded the tutorial on my YouTube channel, so it's available for free. And what I love about them is just how chunky they are. They're good to squidge. And what I'm thinking of doing is this year making 3 or 4 of them and turning them into bag charms that I can give to friends. So I will link all the information about where this pattern is available in the description below. These are the 4 Amigurumi that I finished during the month of January. I will share where to get the patterns in the description below. And just so you know, behind the scenes, I have been working on some more tutorials that I hope to upload in the coming weeks. In the meantime, I hope I have given you some more inspiration of other projects you could be working on in the meantime. Until next time, happy crocheting.